That's why I can't hear myself. And then you hit your tooth.
We are a go.
We are live-ish. 1 week from now.
Kind of.
For you guys. 1 week ago.
I never get that with the live thing because we're never actually live.
I know.
Like we're live now.
I know. You are live.
Yeah. No, you are live.
No, you are alive.
No, you are alive. At least now.
I am Job.
Yeah. I am Job.
I am Job. My name is Job. That's what we should do. Oh man.
I'm La.
I am Le. Very nice.
Yeah.
No one will ever get that
No
reference.
No one. Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's.
So welcome to the 102nd episode of the Sketchbook Heroes podcast. Still staying up to date with epic, awesome stuff so that we do whatever we do. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Robert.
And my name is Elias.
Yeah, so welcome. And ignore everything that he said because we're not up to date on anything.
On anything.
Because we're like in total vacay mode.
Oh
and
shit, so much.
Yeah, I think Elias even has like one of those nice little red sort of, in his face, you know, the tan, like the vacay tan.
The vacay tan, yeah.
that tan that you didn't want, but you got. Yeah. Just by sitting outside.
I call it doing shit around the house tan.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Official name. Just even that is just like no effort.
But that just sounded really wrong too, because that just sounds like you're employing somebody named Tan who does everything around the house. So, yes, slave owner driver.
He doesn't even do a good job.
No. Oh my god. Worst opening ever.
So, welcome back to the 102nd episode of the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Elias.
And me, Robert.
And Tuda. Yeah, total vacay mode here in the Casa de la Underverket.
Nice.
And we're both very tired.
Yes.
And our only excuse is that we've been up playing video games.
Way too much.
I have nothing else to complain about. I haven't worked in a week. Well, you have a bit.
Yes.
But, yeah, no excuse.
No excuse. No. No. No, I've turned my days and nights totally inside out. I have no idea what month or year it is. All I know is...
It's the 2020 of our Lord and Savior, the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
See.
And with that said...
Intro song,
go!
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. You know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
That's how you digest things.
No, I don't have to.
And
we're
back.
So much to cut out.
Yes,
so
much
work
oh,
for
so
Robert.
much. Yes. No, but it keeps me busy and feeling good, I think, about myself.
Or just like not letting you like go towards the light entirely.
No,
It's
exactly.
just like, oh, I have to edit. Oh.
Stay in the gray. Stay in the damp
in the
and
gray.
cold. don't even look towards the light. Ignore the light.
Don't
Ignore
be
the
happy.
light.
Just edit the podcast.
Yeah. So how have you been? You've been off for a week, not doing shit.
Yeah, that's exactly it. There is nothing of interest. Like we built
What have you done?
like
Yeah.
yard stuff, gone to the beach, you know, and been on road trips, like small ones around the neighborhood, you know, been
Okay.
with friends,
So,
friends
at
with
least
pools. you know.
at least you are doing things.
Oh, dude, we're doing so many things that when it comes down to like the evenings, now I remember why I played a lot of video games, like around Christmas and stuff. You do so much stuff that you don't consider stuff, like we built like a what do you call it? Like like this big box that you can put flowers in, made of wood. I don't know what they're called. Like
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like your own little
crate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, fuck it. We built that yesterday. We had Sam and her baby and Jon come over, and then we had, like, there's stuff all the time.
There's always stuff.
Yeah. So in the evenings, we're like dead tired.
Being adults.
Yes. So I'm just playing video games, and I play them for way too long, and then I wake up way too early. Repeat. But it is fun, but it is exhausting.
It is vacation.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, and Anna left me to my own demise in in the couch, and
he hasn't moved.
No, pretty much. Seriously, like she left Saturday, and I went shopping one of the days in between now and then. I have no idea when or how I even moved, but apparently I did. Restocked some candy and just kept playing the same old video game. But
crazy time.
Yeah, so like I have done jack shit. And before Anna left, it was all about Anna. So pretty much just spending a little bit more time with her than I normally do. And then just hurried her off.
Oh yeah, you should.
Oh yeah,
I'm leaving tomorrow. Yeah, but you should go on ahead. Yeah, just gotta be there on time, like 2-3 days before
exactly.
the plane takes off.
Yeah, Corona nowadays.
You never know.
Yeah. Crazy restrictions.
You didn't give me a kiss. Mwah! Through the door.
Yeah. Social distancing, baby.
Woo!
But yeah, no, so that was fun for like the first 2 days, and now I'm already like, alone. I am so alone. But it was the worst and also best timing, I think, because she left right when Nelson and Jasmine, who are the owners of my new tattoo place, left on a month's vacation, and also my colleague Lorenzo, who just left for Italy for a month. He's going to stay in Italy for a month. So everybody has left for a month. So I have 1 month of total freedom, which feels, it almost feels like, when Kevin McAllister discovers
exactly what I was going to
that he
say,
is like, I made my family disappear. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. So yeah, this weekend has been me doing the Kevin.
So you shaved for the first time, put on shaving
No.
cream.
Well, pretty much the opposite of Kevin then, I guess. He ran around, I sat still, he shaved, I haven't even seen a razor. And so on and so on.
Have like a piss bucket beside the couch, just like not moving.
That's not a bad idea.
I know.
Nice. Yeah, I will definitely get one of those. But yeah, so I've done jack shit, really.
Thank you, Rona.
Thank you very much. But yeah, still looking forward to getting home and playing video games. It's so fucking sad. Like when you talk about it, it's just so sad. But I'm having so
Are
much
you
fun.
like angry at the sun, like when you're playing video games? Shut up, but you can't see.
No.
trying to get-
I have it all.
Oh,
It's all
closed,
down. Yeah. That's why I have no idea if it's day or night. Yeah, it's horrible. It's so horrible. I feel like the biggest geek ever. Like DVDs
good.
just all over the place, and food all over the place. And well, it's not true. I cleaned everything this morning, but that's what it looked like before I cleaned it. Horrible. Yes, total bachelor pad. And
Again. It's just
but
you
it is
boxed up all Anna's stuff, bring out all your old shit, but like the Lego boxes everywhere.
Oh yeah, up again.
Yeah.
Like, zen. But do you guys have anything planned for like next week or this week?
Yeah,
or?
we're just gonna road trip. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're just gonna go to different like nice sites that we've seen online.
Stay away for longer periods of time,
No,
or
just a couple
sort of
days,
day,
just
day
like
trips?
maybe not the only day trips, but maybe stay like one night like in a new town, and
Yep.
then like do something there, and then go to the next place. So we're thinking of doing more like skipping all the playgrounds.
Yeah.
Like not entirely, but focusing more on like nature, going out, seeing waterfalls and shit like that. Mountains.
Cool. Do you know if the kids enjoyed that sort of
Who
thing?
cares?
Nice.
We're there now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you have opinions. Well, you don't have any money, so you shut the fuck up.
Nice, nice.
So we're there.
We're seeing nature.
Nature.
Because it's for free.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but the thing is, they always remember that stuff. Like every time we plan something that costs, like going to like a theme amusement park or like anything like that, like they do enjoy it, but they never talk about that. They always talk about the other shit that we did that was like weird or
The mundane.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to focus that, like, because going to like one of these theme parks, because some of them are like it's like a zoo and has a little theme park. That means like you pay for the theme park or like the zoo first, and then you pay for the theme park separately.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like the adult price is like $40, $45, and then the kids $28, and then the carousels they
And
need
then all
like
the food,
yeah,
and then
the food, and then you're like, I spent 3,000, 4,000, like crowns for nothing. Like,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Especially if they don't like even. Talk about it
there's nothing
afterwards,
afterwards about it. But when we do crazy stuff, like just go out in the forest and like find dead animal, like like we did that actually. We were picking blueberries last week,
Oh, nice.
and we found these. What the fuck? Bambi, help me out here. Deer, thank you. God damn it.
You found
No, but
these
we found
deer.
like the skeleton from like
the
like-
cadaver.
yeah, and it was so cool because they were like, "Oh my god!" Because they had like the whole
Vertebra.
spine, was there, and the head, and then there were like some bones spread out. Like we couldn't really tell what it was, but something big,
Maybe it was like a witch altar
That's
or
what
something
we said,
like that.
and I was like, "No, it's UFOs," because someone had like graffitied on one rock. There was a UFO, like
Of
an
course.
actual UFO.
Yeah. And of course, the UFOs will want you to know that they did
They
it.
did
so,
it, yeah.
so
So,
of course, they would tag the place.
yeah, with their faces. It's so
Just
so random. Like there's like just forest, like thick forest, and then suddenly like one UFO like poorly sprayed on a rock. The only big
Awesome.
rock there.
there you go. That's how you know it's aliens. They chose the only good rock.
We've done a lot of that.
Nice.
Blueberry picking. Also I stepped into hornet's nest.
Ooh, fantastic.
Yep, and they stung me.
So that must have felt great.
That did feel good because I stepped on their home.
Yeah.
And I just heard like, zzz. I was like, that is very familiar. And then like,
Run!
yeah, exactly. I was like, get out of here. Because it was just me and my wife this morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was this morning. She wanted to go like restock on the blueberries.
Yeah.
And I just stepped in it and I was like, zzz. You just heard how it was rising from the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, go away. And then one got me and then we walked away.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So-
I walked away. She ran away.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, so she got her workout this morning
Yeah.
too. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah. No,
And that's it. Yeah.
yeah. I can't remember what it's like being stung by a hornet.
It burns,
Or
like it
wasp.
feels like it's burning a lot, and then it's just like after a couple of minutes it just stops.
Oh, okay.
At least for me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Other people are weaker.
Yes. Not Greek.
I was actually playing Assassin's Creed, and I was like, everyone looks like I do now. Like everyone just has this like short buzz cut and then just like beard. I was like, everyone's like me in this game.
Yeah.
Like, they're just all me.
I love that you make everyone you instead of you being like everyone.
Of course, that's how you do it. Can't
Watch
be crazy.
Eldorado
Yeah.
too much. Mighty and powerful gods. Yes.
So I think the game was loosely based on me. So if you want to hang out with me, but you're in the wrong country, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the game for you.
There you go.
There's, I'm everywhere.
So I'm never gonna install that now. I get my Assassin's Creed Odyssey every Monday. There you go.
At 3. No, but it's fun.
Yeah. Mm.
I also took the kids to the science fiction bookstore,
Mm.
and they were so underwhelmed.
What?
Yep, because there's
They are not your
so
kids.
many. No, but there's so many books,
Oh yeah.
and then there's like comic books, and then there's more books and rule books, and I can agree with them. There was a lot of fucking books,
Yeah.
and
It's a bookstore.
I know. And the problem is that it's a bookstore.
Yeah.
The kids weren't impressed.
They want toys.
But I was like, yeah, they
Yeah.
want toys. They want the cool stuff. And they used to have more of that stuff before.
Really?
Yeah, they had like Harry Potter stuff and
Oh yeah. Like, but in that glass. thing.
yes, but they did have like by the register as well. They had some stuff there. I didn't
Oh yeah.
check there,
Yeah.
actually.
Bigger mannequins.
Yeah,
Or like
or
not
like
mannequins,
no, but they had
toys.
like the wands and
Ish.
stuff like. But I
Yeah.
guess they switch it up every now and then. But board games have become super big now, so they have them all upstairs. Like a
Oh,
lot
they've
of
had
them.
that.
Yeah,
forever and
I
ever.
know. But I just mean that it's expanded through
Oh,
the
yeah.
years,
Yeah, yeah.
and that area up top has grown so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciated it, but they were stressing me out because they wanted to leave.
Of course.
Kids
Yeah.
are garbage.
Also, that's every time I bring a girlfriend to that place, the exact same thing. Nobody is ever impressed. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I am
That's when
equally
you-
impressed every time I step in.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
was like, oh my god, oh my god,
the smell
Yeah.
and everything. Yes. No.
Mhm.
No.
Yes, that was the same. They were like, oh, this is stuff. They don't know any of it. You're like, but it's
But,
this
but
stuff and
look
this
at
and this.
this thing. And
Yeah.
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 No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So disown them and maybe make a new family and
Yeah,
try
but
again.
then I have to start over.
Yeah, but hopefully they will enjoy it.
Yeah, but will I enjoy them?
Probably not.
Like, oh, another set, another set of characters. I
These
have to-
again.
yeah. Exactly.
I already
I
have
already
these.
have these, exactly. Collector's cards. Like, oh. Oh, yeah, and with that said,
Today's topic.
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself to just the one family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the topic.
That's it. That's the thing.
We're going to talk about limiting yourself in maybe all possible friggin' ways that people do limit themselves.
Yeah, we
And
just
then
said-
miss, 80% of what we were set out to say.
Exactly. Like every.
Like every episode, yeah.
There we go. So, when you think limits, what do you think? Like, what's the spontaneous thing?
Spontaneous thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, people tend to stick within, I think people set out limits so they don't have to achieve shit because it is an easier way to handle everyday life. If you're like, yeah, but I don't have time for this, and and you just you start limiting your potential to basically, what do you say, to save yourself from failure or protect yourself from failing or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's easy to confuse limits with goals.
Yeah.
But it just occurred to me now. But in my head, I think more of goals when I think of limits, because it's just, I guess, a goal is like the positive twist on some limits that you put
Yeah,
up for yourself or something. God, again speaking, not good today.
I haven't thought that deep.
No. But yeah, it just occurred to me.
Yeah.
So I guess goals and limits today then. But no, I've always limited myself to almost with everything I do, I always do set some sort of limit to it. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of a very good concrete example.
But I
here,
do this with I'm assuming that I'm not going to like something and then I limit myself basically to try to not do it
Yeah.
because I don't want to.
That's the
what I
newest
think.
trend in my life.
That's my life for years now.
It's
I feel
horrible.
it's oh, we should do this. I'm like, no, we shouldn't.
Exactly. Not even
Yeah,
remotely interested. Doesn't matter if it's even the coolest thing ever. Still, the immediate thought is
is to stop it.
Yeah.
from happening.
Like,
Yeah,
don't
same.
make me break my routine.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Routine. No, just kidding.
But yeah, and that's horrible. That's something that I would very much like to remove.
Yeah, same.
Just
Same,
erase
same,
that
same.
from my brains.
Because the thing is, it causes so much negativity.
It
in
does.
everyone's life.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you're like, you're always reacting like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I do. You can't defend it.
No,
You're like,
exactly.
I know. And then when I think about it, I don't care. Like I could try it
Yeah.
at least once.
Yeah.
It's just like I think we mentioned this in one episode about stuff, negativity or something. I don't know.
Probably.
And I just want to not like I don't want my reaction to be instinctively bad or
No.
you know like negative.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like
like-
our brains are wired negatively. Negatively.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah, the word that we're looking for.
They're
You just
wired.
add.
It's negative wiring.
Welcome to Monday.
Oh my
Vacay
god.
Monday.
This is so bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it's like it's just
negatively-
it's tuned into negativity. That's what it is. Like the brain is just only focused
negatively.
negativity.
No, negatively.
Focused on negativity.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Move on.
So my brain only picks up negative thoughts
Yeah.
or vibes or whatever it is.
Or
Like
they're easier to sort of amuse or whatever you
Yeah.
would say. Like they're an easier go to,
yeah,
I guess.
it's like you're always there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder to take the positive and like or make something
Mhm.
into something positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And I
Like,
think you
yeah.
could grow from doing all these things that you might not usually do.
Exactly.
And
like
help you grow.
I think most people would benefit from being a yes person, you know?
I think
like
so
yes
too. I
man.
think so.
Which
I
I
owe you money, yes.
yes, of course. This will probably
Just-
lead to
it-
something
it's
great.
success.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
gonna be rich this
that
way.
person maybe makes a great investment and then remembers you and
remembers
pays you
you.
back.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. Now, I used to be a lot more of a yes person.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
I remember being so much happier back then,
Mhm.
too.
Yes.
So, like, why not just go back to that? Because
because.
we've set up our little box of limits,
Mm-hmm.
and here we are.
Comfort bubbles.
Yeah, the comfort bubble.
Comfort bubble. We need a theme song for Comfort Bubble.
Comfort bubble.
A segment, the new segment on the Sketch Freak Heroes.
Comfort bubble.
We have a live studio audience that laughs. And shit. Even when we fail, they're like, "That was amazing."
Oh my God,
No
guys.
one fails as good as you do.
You fail like heroes. Like sketchbook heroes. Because that's what you are. That's what you are. No limits. No limits
Okay.
to the stupidity.
Where were we?
We were talking about
Limit. Yeah,
goals and limits and
Limits.
Limits. Yeah, let's call it.
Goal limits.
goal limits. This is gonna be the worst. I have to cut this fucking thing. This is horrible.
No, but the thing is, and when it comes to like, I think since this is an art podcast and we can, I guess, talk about that. No, but I hear people always like, oh, I would never do that in art, or I would never learn that, or you know, like, why wouldn't you though?
Exactly.
Like, there's only benefits of you learning things. Like going from traditional to digital really helped me like learn color better, and for me that was a coward artistically. Made me braver, made me do more mistakes because I could magically make them disappear eventually when I wasn't like Photoshop dumb.
As soon as you learn Control Z or like Control Alt Z.
Exactly, or just like how to like lasso tool something and move it around, and you
Mhm.
know, like all those magical tricks. Like life becomes easier.
But you still have to get there.
Yeah, you have to get there. But it is just that don't limit yourself. Don't say I'm never going to do oil colors, or, you know, like oil paints, man.
Or like I think people don't normally say I'm not going to do. It's more like I'm never going to learn. That's like the phrase that I hear all the time. Like, oh, I'm never going to learn that. I'm never going to be good at that.
But that's also like
Like-
that's an internal way of limiting yourself, you know, like
Yeah, not starting before
Yeah.
even trying something out.
like, oh, I can never learn to paint. Like,
Yeah, that I think is
Okay.
like the number one phrase that
Yeah.
I always hear.
yeah.
Whenever somebody, starts
No, I think stick figures. I
Complimenting.
think
Yeah.
stick figures is the
It's
first
like-
one that comes. Like, oh,
it's
I can
like-
only draw I can't even
Yeah.
draw stick figures, or I only draw stick figures.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, it's still not funny. Like, it's
No.
never been a good.
No.
thing. But
but
meh.
but
Yeah.
everybody,
But
yeah.
everybody, yeah.
But again, that's limiting yourself to only stick figures.
Exactly.
You gotta broaden that horizon maybe and make
Dicks on them.
just
Right.
start there.
There.
You know, flesh
Just
it out.
Flesh. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well played.
You did the playing. I only did the nice. But going into something with already that negative
Yeah,
thought
of
in your
course.
brain is never gonna get you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 100% from my own experiences right now. Pretty much everything that Anna suggests, like, oh, could we like do this? Let's go out. I don't know. Let's go swimming.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, that's a great idea. You should do that alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is horrible. And then this Friday we went out swimming and it was
Mhm.
really nice.
Yes, I know.
And I felt so much better.
That I've embraced though, as a parent of 2 kids.
Well, you have to.
No, the thing is, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
have
look at my wife and she just doesn't. Like, I'm the one that does all the. And I've never been one who enjoys being in the water.
No.
Like, I enjoy being by the water.
Mm.
I can swim by myself, but then I'll swim. There's a point to the water immersion. Like, I'm going to swim out in the open ocean or something and see, like, how it feels to be, like, out there, you know.
I love diving.
But just being in the water, like soaking with other people screaming around me, not my thing.
No.
I'm like in butt juice county, you know, I don't want that.
Oh, yeah.
But I always do. Now with my kids, I've sort of told myself that I'm going to be the first one in. I'm going to be the loudest guy on the beach. And whoever wants to like join in, I'll just grab him and drag him. And no, my son loves it. He dies every time. He just like gets all his clothes off, you know, and then just takes his trunks and we just run. And it just made going to the beach so much more fun. And I still don't like swimming in it, you know, like, but that initial like jumping in, getting wet, like playing around a bit, a blast
Nice.
every time.
But that's how you should tackle all of these situations,
Yeah.
I guess. Like,
Just own it. Like 100%. Just if you're going to do it, just fucking do it well.
Exactly. Just all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
fucking
even
party
if
animal.
it is digital art or if it's oils or gouache or
Mhm.
whatever you wanna, like a little bit afraid to tackle and afraid to fail at.
Yeah.
Do the Elias way. Get your trunks off and just
Get your
fucking,
trunks
run in head first. Drag everybody with you
That should be
and just drown everybody
That's not what I said.
and enjoy it as much as you can because that's
Exactly.
gonna make it fun every time.
The serial killer that listened to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
That's all that I took from your story. Dragging people along down with you and just like murdering everybody because that's and loudly, of course.
You have to scream
Yes.
while doing it, of course.
Very good, and that'll make it fun. No,
Make it.
Cool.
Good story, bro.
I'm assuming this makes sense to at least one of you out there.
One of you, yeah.
Yeah, but other ways limits could be maybe positive or good.
I guess limiting, like when it comes to like the good type of limiting is what you said about goals, like having not too many or
Mhm.
having, you know, like let's say
Reachable.
but if you want to become a good artist, but all you do is fuck around, you know, like you're out drinking with your friends, you find every excuse not to draw, Netflix, you know, you name it, video games.
Yeah,
Limiting, sure.
yeah.
That's it. Like
That's
limiting
exactly what it
yourself in that sense is a good thing. But I think mostly we limit ourselves in the other way, you know, like
Yeah.
where we just like we try to stop ourselves from achieving, like we could be more than we are today, you know, like most of us, especially the ones that are stuck in these like comfort bubbles.
Yeah.
Comfort bubble.
Do-do-do-do.
We should just have a jingle for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it is such a tricky and such an easy like place to get stuck in as well, especially when you start like when you own like an apartment, rent, you know, like internet burps. No, but when you have all these dependencies, like you start getting a bit more squarish, you know, like a bit more boring, a bit more stuck in your routine.
Yeah, because you have things you have to, like you have goals that you have to achieve in
Yeah.
order to survive,
Hmm?
pretty much. So,
But I think
I
we
mean, that's
make up
legit.
excuses not to do more. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And usually we just limit the fun stuff that made us happy ones.
yeah. Mm.
Like, oh, I don't play video games anymore because the reasons. Like, does it make you happy? Make time for it.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy drawing? Make time for it. And I think time is one of the
The
biggest
biggest.
limiters
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people complain about. And I've done that in the first 30 to 40 episodes of this podcast. Not having enough time. Maybe we still do. I don't know. But it is limiting, sure. But it is the time that you have.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for me, it's limiting in the way that I always plan so much ahead, and I know that if I'm gonna be painting, let's say on the big poster, I know that's gonna take me maybe an hour before I get started, like getting into it. You know, so I've already set a limit to myself that like if I only get 1 hour, it's not even worth it because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have time to
I'm the same.
actually. So for me, it's like I need at least 4 hours of a gap in my schedule.
Yeah, to be able to draw.
Exactly. If I don't have that, I'm not even gonna even start thinking about doing anything with the poster.
Yeah.
Then maybe just doodle for myself or something different. Procrastinate.
Yeah.
But already there, like if I would have just taken 4 days of that 1 hour, that would have been 4 hours work,
Yeah.
you know? But it's just, again, my brain setting limits or stops, blocks.
Yeah. I think we all do it, man. Like when we had kids, the first one,
Comfort
and I
bubble.
was dude, so much
Yeah.
like I was like, oh, I don't have time to draw. She only sleeps for like 30 minutes, you know, like then 30 minutes what you got.
Yeah.
Like it's clear as fucking day. Like you have 30 minutes to do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to draw, you can draw something in 30 minutes. You can have an idea down. So when you do have more time, you can do something with that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now you have 30 minutes. You have 40 minutes. Oh, look, you had 1:30 today because she slept longer, you know, the baby.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 kids. And I was like, by that time, I was a bit more comfortable with the idea of time. And then I got more productive. So I think it's just using the time you have, not wishing for more time. Like,
Yeah.
because
'Cause then-
life is not going to give you time
Exactly.
for anything.
That's gonna be you sitting and wasting time wishing for time. Like
Mhm.
it, you see how that goes. Like it's just a hamster wheel of
But
death.
it is. And, you know, like, how many hours, like, some people just, like, they've seen so many shows on Netflix. And I'm like, of course you don't have time. Like, you've seen everything. Like, that's out there, you know? Like, oh, have you seen this show? Like, no. Have you seen this show? Like, I'm like, no. I haven't seen anything.
No.
And that means that's, like, time and hours saved. You know, like,
Yeah.
'cause when I-
for
when
some
I-
people, yes. For
no,
some
but I
people,
mean, like,
no.
for
Yeah.
for people complaining about time.
Yeah.
Because my wife loves watching shows. That's her way to meditate, basically.
Oh,
That's-
same. Yes.
I can't do it. For me, it stresses me out. Like,
Oh,
it
really?
has the exact opposite effect.
In what way? Like, or how?
Just sitting there and just looking.
But do you mean if it's like a bad show then, or like in what way would it be
No,
stressful?
I just want to do other stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So even if it's like a really good show, you still have that in the
Yeah.
back of your head?
Yeah. Not every time, but it's most of the time.
Okay.
That's why I don't watch anything you recommend or like anything I'm supposed to watch or like
Yeah.
I
no.
just
It,
can't.
it
like,
becomes a chore, and
it becomes a thing that I need to do, and I just
Yeah.
like it's not enjoy. But it's not only like I just don't have the calm. It's like read a book. If
Yeah.
someone forced me to read a book, I would kill them. Like no, but I just can't. Like I can listen to a book
yeah.
while I draw. That's
Exactly.
calming.
Yeah.
Reading an actual book, just sitting there with my book,
It's so frustrating.
just kill me.
Yes.
Like it's such a waste of time.
I've really tried getting back into it now because I wanted to practice my
Mhm.
reading and stuff as well because me not so goody.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and I've noticed that it's gotten better. Like after a few days of me pushing myself and
Mhm.
reading, it's easier. It is,
Yeah.
but I still get very frustrated because I'm so used to just like you listening to the
Yeah.
book, and just procrastinating while listening to the book. and it's almost I take it in easier that way now because I'm so used to
Yeah.
like reading a book that way or
Mm.
listening.
Listening.
So that's actually a good point. I should maybe not force myself too much.
The thing
But-
is, if you enjoy reading, then you
That's
should
the thing.
read more.
Like I'm reading because I want to get better at writing. So,
okay.
So
yeah.
it's that.
Then I
I
think
need
it
to
is
see
nice.
the written
Yeah.
language, you know.
Yeah,
and
I see what you mean. That's what you miss when you don't.
But it's
But I
all,
have
like
no-
I've always had trouble with reading and writing as a person. My
Yeah.
brain just doesn't work that way. So that's why it's extra frustrating, I think, as
Mm.
well. Like I feel like the cogs are really rusty and like
Mhm.
trying to start moving, but it's rusty. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way. And then video games.
Video games,
Yeah. Yeah. But I wanted to say with like a positive way for me to use or utilize limits was, for example, when I started Lego, I was so happy I got the job at Lego that I was like, it doesn't matter what the job entails,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be doing this. Like I need to be here and I need to be here for at least 1 year. So that was my limit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, fuck what it is. Like, I'm going to be here and be the best at what it is, whatever they want me to do.
Yeah.
And then after that 1 year, then I can start opening up my brain to new things. And
Exactly,
like,
because then you've given it
a
you've gotten
full year,
experiences and all the stuff that comes with.
plus a full year of focus on
Yeah.
the job instead of like me maybe
Wanting more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, like, I need to do more. with
not
this. Yeah.
like looking over the horizon, just
Yeah.
focusing on the now.
Mhm.
And like the shitty thing about that job was that nobody still knew what I was going to be doing. So it was very up and down all the
Yeah.
time. And by the time that 1 year had gone, they had narrowed it down to the thing. So thankfully, that thing wasn't
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. And after that year, I could start,
Yeah,
widening
yeah.
my horizon. And and then after that extra year, 2 full years at Lego, I just knew that, all right, this isn't what I want.
Mhm.
So again, with the limits, that they helped me so much,
yeah.
because then I knew because I gave myself another year to find something that I wanted to do at Lego or move on. Because like by then I'd already reached 30, I felt the time was ticking more in my face than earlier,
Yeah.
I guess we all reach that point when we get old as fuck and just like it gets real, like holy shit, like I am actually wasting time now.
Yeah. No, but I
When-
think that's like if you can feel that, because that's a hard one too.
It is that I think that is sort of when people say Åldersnoja or
Yeah.
you get that sort of panic when you're getting older.
Mhm.
It's probably when that hits you. you
Yeah.
know?
Like when you're not doing anything with your life that you wanted to do, basically. Like,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could be successful, but it's not what you want to do.
You're not happy.
You're not happy, yeah.
I think that is like the
because I never like when I turned like like when I passed 30 and stuff, like people were like, "Oh shit, I'm already 30." I was like, "I don't care." Like it hasn't mattered
No.
in that sense.
I had that I think more when I was like 20 or just after 20
Thank
something.
you. I had the same
That's when
I
I
was
felt
young, because then I felt like I wasn't
oh,
doing
shit.
my shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember because I wanted to be a father before I turned 25, and I had
Mhm.
that as like a limit again.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that passed,
Yeah.
that was like, oh shit, well, that's like never gonna happen now. Like I'm never gonna be that young dad or whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't make my life any worse at
Mhm.
all. But it was just like that limit was sort of gone, and that
Mhm.
opened up a whole new
Well,
of not giving a fuck, pretty much. But before that, like when I was 23, 24, the pressure was building because I had that sort of limit in my head, or goal, we could say,
yeah, goal
rather than
Yeah.
limit. And, I could just feel myself not reaching it.
Yeah.
And towards the end, you just gave up. And then, you had that sort of age, whatever it was, for 1 or 2 days, and then you moved on with your life. But yeah, that was a weird rant.
Yeah. But it's
age
good.
limits, age limitations.
No,
But
yeah.
it took that for me to realize that, dude, you've got it pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Stop focusing on like wasting time and just do whatever you want with
Mhm.
the time that you have instead. If you want to waste it, go ahead, because it's your time.
No, but that's different. That's, you know, like you
Acceptance.
enjoy. Yeah, like some things you are a waste of time, but they do bring you joy.
Yeah.
That's the ones you should do. Like I don't think Assassin's Creed Odyssey will add anything to my life down the road,
No.
but right now it makes me happy, and that's a valid reason to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's all the
it's-
reason you need.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Mm.
Whereas TV shows don't give me that satisfaction and calm like the video games do. Because in the video games, I'm active somehow. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
your brain is firing. You're making decisions. They're like
You're making choices.
I'm
yes.
making choices, and I think that's what keeps me sort of like calm.
Mm.
Whereas like watching something, just like I'm just sitting there and passively just taking it in, and I just don't know. And that sounded super weird.
No,
But no.
no,
Okay, yeah.
not at all.
But that's
Like-
what it feels like to me. Like there is like I'm part of the movie Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No,
And
I
don't mean
totally
visual.
get it.
Yeah.
But that is the biggest difference between us game nerds
Mm-hmm.
and just movie geeks, I guess. Because I'm
Mhm.
stuck there in between.
In between, yeah.
But I really love wasting that time as well, just sitting
Yeah, I get it.
planted in the couch for a full day
Like
and watching
I do
stupid
have
shit.
like periods where I do that. Like I watch like 3 movies after each other.
Mhm, mhm.
But I just like I do it less nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember when I watched, you know, all the movies that came out like in the store.
Mm.
I would rent them all basically. In a few days I
Yeah.
would have seen
And then
all
just
of
see
them.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You'd either like if it was really good, you watch it several times with friends and shit.
Yeah.
And I love when you called people over to watch, like you gotta see this movie,
Like,
and
dude.
they came
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
to see a rented movie. Like when do you do that? Like, oh, I dude, come over. I rented this on.
When do people
vi-"
pick up the phone when you call them? you know?
Yeah. No, but I love that was a
Mm.
thing. You know.
Yeah, all that stuff was so much better back in the day.
Yeah, I miss that. Like, but
Just
but
the
again,
hanging out.
I think that younger kids might do it. We don't do it because, you know, we don't like nowadays. Everyone lives somewhere else. You know, like
Yeah.
we're all spread out now. You live where you can afford to live,
Exactly.
and where there's an actual apartment or a house. You
Yeah,
know,
where
whatever
you-
the fuck it is.
where you can.
Yeah, where you can exactly. So I think that is a limiting thing that makes this like spontaneous interaction hard.
Yeah.
But then again, we also have limiting like people around us.
Mm-hmm.
Like the more you care about people's opinions about whatever the fuck it is you do, the more limiting you're like the choices you'll make when you care too much about what people think of you is gonna limit you a lot. Because I was seen as the kid that goes to school, has good grades, you know, like is always, I don't know, like nice and friendly, but you know, like people label you and then you live up to that label rather than just being you. And I remember like I didn't want to draw nudes or like visible breasts when I was younger because I thought that was going to change the way that people, you know, because I'm not that kid.
Yep.
What? Just drawing normal people is going to, you know what I mean? Like, you're just limiting yourself and you're putting these, like, you're living up to labels, basically. Because people like to label things. It becomes clear and more understandable. Oh, he's an artist. Oh, he's a, you know, blah, blah, blah. He can't, basically, yes. And he can't be, like, a musician, martial artist. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be, like, the thing that he is
Yeah.
or the, like, people
But
like.
why?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be that way?
It's easier. I don't know. It's
'Cause
dumb.
It'd be so much cooler if it was a music playing martial artist. You know? Like,
No, but I mean, like, people do this with everything. Like, it's always like if it's not labels, it's like if I say that, he trains a lot. So you don't need anything. Like when I say I don't need, you know, like some stuff or like, so you don't need anything. Like, no, it's not like all or nothing. It's just, you know, like there's the variance in between.
mm-hmm.
Like it isn't the one extreme for the other extreme, you know, like you can do, you know, that the life isn't like everyone affects us, you know, like the people that we love, I guess, are the ones that also limit us the most. And I think I've said tons of things that I probably shouldn't have
Yeah, same.
to friends that had ideas or, things that I don't understand. But that's the thing. You don't have to.
No, and this goes back to our negative way of thinking
Yeah,
nowadays
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Where we just immediately shoot down things.
Yeah.
So like, even if a project sounds really interesting and good, your brain, or our brains at the moment, I guess, just automatically sees the problems with the project even before pushing it forward.
Yeah.
You know.
And
why? Why the fuck do we have to do that?
Yeah, just do the project and then solve whatever comes your way. Like we always do.
Or fail.
Or fail. Yeah.
Because that's what we keep saying. And like,
Yeah.
it's better to fail than to listen to us idiots saying that you shouldn't try something. Well, here we are saying that you should, definitely. But if we had told you, don't try it, don't listen to us. Fucking do it anyways. If you want to do it,
you should do it. Yeah, because they're like dumber ideas have succeeded out there.
Exactly.
So you should always fucking do it. Like, oh yeah, but I don't know how to solve it. Solve it later.
Exactly.
Just fucking go out there, get some experience, come back to the drawing board, redraw it, the idea, and then go back out and try it again and see, like basically like Leonardo da Vinci, build planes, okay? Just try them out, let people die, go back to the drawing board.
There's always more people.
There's always to sacrifice. Wow, this is a lot of darkness and murder.
So dark. We're like, let's talk about limits. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't listen to people. People are stupid.
Yes, darkness.
And also there are so many benefits of, doing things. Like when for example, if you take Photoshop and you learn to sort of, like, you go from being a traditional artist to being a digital artist, like the amount of time you save not having to scan stuff or finding a big enough scanner, like just all those things that you need to do to get your work digitalized afterwards and send to a client or, whatever it is. Like, there are so many benefits. You could work remotely.
Yeah.
You could have more work opportunities because you know both how to draw traditionally and digitally.
Exactly.
And the more software you learn, let's say you can do a bit of, like, you can do vectorized stuff, you can do Photoshop painting, and you can do 3D. That means that you can work in a lot of different fields. Like, you could be graphic designer to, make some living off of that shit. You could be a painter, a concept artist or like an illustrator. And then you have the 3D part where you could work, doing awesome shit. Like, and that could be in animation, blah, 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 blah. You can
it goes on.
Yeah, it goes on and on. But as soon as you're like, oh, I only draw in black and white.
Yeah, I only draw traditionally.
Yeah, that's going to be trickier. Like, it is awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, being niched, like having your niche that you really enjoy, that is really good. But then you need to be really good at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the 1 in a million person.
But there are some artists out there that just draw the same thing, and and they're known for it,
and they make it work. Yeah.
They make it work, but we're not all that person.
No.
So sometimes if you don't have one of those things, it's really good to try all the things so that you can find your niche. Like, because if you don't know it and you haven't explored your options, how are you going to know what it is you love to do?
Exactly.
Or like,
yeah,
you might find it out of accident, like a lot of things.
Most likely, I would say.
I would have never bought the parallel pen unless we had a thing with Pilot and I went to their office and they gave me one.
Yeah.
And I had it for a year before I did anything with it. So it's just about, like, your pen box at home, or your art supply shed or whatever the fuck you have.
The toolbox.
Like, yeah, it might have something that is going to change the way you work at some point in your life.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to mean that you are now only a traditional artist because you found a parallel pen and you did something cool with it. No, it means that now you have that in your toolbox.
Now you have that well. Like,
exactly.
It's one of your, like, better tools that you understand.
And that means when you pick a new type of brush in, let's say, Procreate, and it maybe has the same sort of qualities.
Yeah, I've made one today.
Yeah, so like already you've evolved and you've done something new with the digital stuff from that test.
Exactly.
and on and on and on it goes.
Exactly.
Like,
You snowball it.
that's the
basically, yeah.
coolest thing about being an artist or
Mhm.
being a creative in general. And all of this works with everything, of course. Like, it doesn't have to be a pen. It could be you just reading a sci-fi novel if you're
Mhm.
only into rom-coms, or, whatever it is. It's just going to expand your mind and
Mhm.
way of thinking. Like, it just feels like, again, we're on repeat, but it is.
But it
We
is-
keep nagging
But all
these
the points,
things
yeah.
because they are so important, and because we don't do them enough ourselves either.
The thing is, it's a
Like-
constant battle to not get back into the comfort bubble.
Hmm.
You know, like, yeah.
I just need that blip.
But it's like we all revert back. That's the thing. Like, we always talk about, like, oh shit, haven't we covered this? And we haven't covered it directly. It's
No.
just indirectly we say all these things.
Yeah, all the time.
Like all the time, because they apply to all the things.
Yeah.
And I think we all need the reminder. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's the only reason we sit here and nag it, because we both need to hear it ourselves.
yeah, I think so. Like,
In some form or way,
yeah.
we just need to get out of our little bubble as well. I know I do for
No, but I
like,
do as well.
100%.
It's like if I didn't have that nagging feeling that I'm not good enough as an artist, like, and I know that I'm good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not good enough. Like, I need to be ever evolving,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
changing, getting better. Otherwise, I'm not, like, I'm never going to be satisfied.
So,
Like,
so in that sense, we don't have a limit.
there is no limit.
There's no limit when it comes to creativity or creating
Mm-hmm.
things. There, it's only goals.
Yeah.
So, and the cool thing about that is, like, or for me at least, I do have, like, I can see the goal. It's right in front of me. But every time I move forward, it's the same distance.
the same distance,
Like,
yeah.
it's just moving along with me. So every time I move forward, I keep pushing it forward.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's
I
like the
will,
horizon line.
Yeah.
It's basically always
like, it's there.
there, yeah.
I know it's there. If I just keep pushing towards it, I will be there one day.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I will never be there.
But that's
And that is
yeah.
the beautiful thing of
the
this whole
illusion
thing.
of progress.
Exactly.
Just like, it's insane.
So, like, yeah, and it's all about not getting caught up in the chase too much.
Yeah.
Stay still for a little bit and enjoy where you are, and then keep moving forward.
Yeah, because I think you can ask any artist, no matter skill level, or like, I guess the beginners are not going to feel it, but I just mean that every artist, like, no one ever feels like they're like as good as they would like to be.
No.
It's just that you can't see their mistakes, like, for anyone below that
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
skill level. Because when I posted, like, stuff that I thought sucked, people are like, "Why don't you like this? This is better than, like, all my work." You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, but I'm not comparing myself to your work. Like,
No.
compared to where I'm at now, I can see so many mistakes in my own work. But if you
Mhm.
show me your stuff, like, I'm not gonna care in the same way.
No.
Like, I
It's
can
not the
give you
same
some
thing.
pointers, but it's not going to affect me on a personal level that has to do with my development,
No.
And that's why I love bashing on some of my old stuff sometimes,
Mhm.
because it's not like to be demeaning or, like, blah, blah, blah on myself, anything. No, it's just the
It's right.
miles between
Yeah.
the two things that I like, the skill levels. It's just like, it's fun to sort of like, oh shit, I thought this was good at some point,
Mhm.
and now I don't, and that's awesome.
Exactly.
But it's still like,
yeah.
there is some humor to that. Like, I can enjoy the young me that thought this was good. Like,
Yeah. The masters of
Yeah.
the universe.
No, but it's just so
Yeah.
insane. Like, going back and looking at,
So naive.
yeah. No, but that's like,
Yeah.
and I think you need that naivete to just be able to keep, pushing towards that endless goal.
Of course.
But yeah.
And also you need that naivete to sort of surf on that, like, and enjoy that ride as well. Like,
yeah.
because, yeah, once that goes away, there's only the struggle. But it's like, yeah, because I just remember that everything we did back then, even if we hated it, it was still just good times,
Yeah.
And there was never that pressure of having to create something really fucking awesome. It was just about the creation and the process. And that's something that I keep like thinking and really missing a lot when I think back to how we used to be and what we used to do as kids. And like, again, it's all about the time and the stuff again.
I think so. It's like all the stuff. Like, I think not having the responsibilities.
Yeah, that's it.
Big game changer. Like,
of course. Yeah.
But then again, not having... I wonder if I got super rich today and I could just quit everything.
Mm-hmm.
How would that affect me, though? Like, you know what I mean? Would I... Because like we said before, like, biggest naysayers ever.
Yeah. Would you
do anything? Yeah.
Probably, like...
Because I wouldn't have the drive to do anything.
That's
like,
the thing.
There is nothing... Like, would I just work out? Like, would I just play video games and work out and be with my family? Would I go outside at all? You know, like, what would that do to me? Like, would I do all the things? Would I do none of the things? Like, would I go crazy and buy Ferraris and, you know, Lamborghinis and buy bigger houses? You know, like, let's say that money was limitless.
Yeah.
Just what would that do to you, though? That freedom of, you know, like...
You would still need goals.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
still
Like,
need
what would
to
that do
set-
to your current goals?
Yeah.
Like, would that, like, kill you? Like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
that's the cool thing about our goals, if we talk artistic goals.
yeah.
Because you can't buy that.
No, you can't buy that.
That's
but
only
you have
through
no, yeah.
rigorous and hard training, really. Endless amounts of just doing the same thing over and over and over again until it gets progressively better.
I'm so glad I never counted hours I spent drawing.
Same.
'cause
Like, it just started-
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
Like, it's a little bit overwhelming when you start to think about it.
yeah. How
like,
many hours you've spent and that you're not good enough.
Yeah. And like so far from good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Like, it's
Like,
ridiculous.
yeah, you could either like, oh, I spent a lot of time and I've gotten really good, or you
Yeah.
could go the other way, like I've spent so much fucking time and I'm not even like that
No,
good.
yeah,
and he's
exactly.
17.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
He's always 17
Yeah.
or like 13.
There's always a 17-year-old, a 13-year-old that's
Mhm.
better than you. Just
Always.
like what?
Yes.
And that's where you draw the limit. Like,
Exactly.
I don't compare myself to anyone below 30.
No. But what I wanted to say with the money thing is
Yeah.
that, you know, it doesn't matter how much money or how little money,
Mhm.
we're still going to be chasing that very same dream. And like,
yeah, I guess it's
the only thing I guess that is the major difference is that I have, or so far at least, only a hamster to take care of,
Mhm.
and that is not a lot of time that is wasted in my week.
Yeah.
So for me, it's,
I think dude,
it's
you're
only
gonna
like,
change when you get kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would I'm hoping I'm there to see the like your
the change. Like
no, but yeah, your perception of time, because that is, I think for me, that was the biggest sort of change
Reality
that
check?
Yeah, that I couldn't sort of get used to fast enough.
Yeah.
Because I didn't adapt immediately and like, oh shit, I only have limited time to do all the things. No. It went from sitting on the couch, you know, on a lazy day watching Netflix basically all day. And then like, oh shit, we need to eat something today. That was, you know, like your biggest struggle time-wise.
Yeah.
And then you have kids, and then you have another kid, and just time isn't enough. And there's work, and there's freelance work, and there's a podcast, and there's the gym, and then there's the wife, and the but you manage, like you adapt to it, you make it work. But compared to before when it was just like me and Maria, like, oh yeah, we should cook. I'm like, oh shit. Like, yeah, we need to make time to go to the store. Like, there's two of us. Like, there's no making time. Just go to the store. Yeah,
just do it.
And, like, it's just, like, it's not something you can just tell someone and they understand. Time does change when you have kids. It is crazy. It is weird. And it's limiting if you let it be.
Yeah.
So, I guess the bottom line is just be aware of where you set your limits. Like, I think that is the biggest takeaway here is just know when you're doing it,
Mm.
and then try to fight it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, try to see the bigger picture, I guess.
see the bigger
Yeah.
picture, or see why. Like when you say, like for example, if you're the artist that says I only do black and white, what are the benefits of just doing black and white? Like
Yeah.
you can paint something and then turn it into black and white, and then you have two versions.
Mm-hmm.
That is always going to be better.
Yeah,
More content, bitch.
exactly.
No, but what is the, like, if you would go against your limit? Are
What
there
would
just
that limit
yeah,
be?
exactly. Why are you adding that limit? Like, why are you saying I'm just blah blah blah? I'm just a watercolor artist. Like, why? Why are you just that? Like,
Yeah, it can't only be because you tried something else and you didn't feel that you were good at it.
immediately.
Exactly. Like that, I don't think that's a legit reason to
No.
sort of discard any other tool.
Yeah. No, I think it's just like with that experience, you might discover something else.
Yeah.
Like, you just put yourself out there,
Mm.
and the universe will slap you around.
Yeah, like if you are an artist that you're able to paint every day,
Yeah.
I'd say take one of those days and have that as experiment day,
That would
and
be
try
so awesome.
just try something new
Mhm.
every sort of Sunday,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like this week it's gonna be watercolor. Next
Mhm.
week it's gonna be colored pencil, and then so and so and so. Whatever you can find. Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You might find the thing.
Yeah. So just fucking go bananas.
Yeah. Erase all the limits.
Yeah, exactly. And push it to the limit.
Just so we could get that in there.
yeah. I was like, how do you use that?
But
yeah. Just
I mean, we're gonna be talking limits forever because there are no
I have
limits.
nothing. Yeah, there are no limits.
There are only limits to your limits by us
Exactly.
saying
And with
limits.
that said, fuck limits
And move on and
yeah,
move on.
exactly.
Yes.
Limit. Limit the limits.
Bye-bye limit.
Limits to the limit. Let's go up and skadoosh to the place where tools are born.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
That was way too much energy for me, so I just jump in with the last little bleh.
Toolies!
Toolies.
So it's time for this week's tools.
And this week's tools is brought to you by our new best friend,
Paper-like.
Paper-like.
Exactly. So now we've been sitting, licking, and playing around with Paper-like for
Also
2
hugging.
weeks. Also hugging.
Yes, very much
Uh,
happy.
And the cool thing is that I still love it.
I do too.
And I don't know, like we said we were going to take him out into the sun.
Yes. Into the wild nature.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did. I took it like straight out into the woods, to be honest. So I was
savage.
right in the forest sketching.
Cool.
And just like you presumed or sort of predicted,
Yeah.
yes, it does help with the fucking reflective lights and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's so much easier drawing in natural daylight.
Mhm.
Or you can actually draw in daylight.
I have many iPads at home,
Mm-hmm.
so I took them both outside,
Oh, yeah.
and I did check. After you sent the message, you were like, hey, I'm finally outside with the iPad, and
Yeah.
I'm trying it out. So I went outside, and I took my daughter's iPad and my own iPad. Yes, the glare is like, what the cover does is like it mats it out.
Yeah.
So it really, like, even if there's reflection, it's like so matted out. Like, it's just like you see some color and stuff, but it's not like you don't see like your eyelashes reflected on, you know, like that. Because that's how, like, it's a fucking mirror basically
Yeah,
when you're outside, especially if you're
exactly.
drawing on black, like a black canvas,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So there's none of that. Like, sure, there's reflection, like still,
I mean,
if the sun is hitting
You
your
can't
iPad.
get away from that.
But you
It's
don't want the
still-
sun to hit your iPad screen
No,
for
no,
an
no, no,
extended
no.
period of time. But I was like, when I was just the weeks before going, or basically this whole period, the corona, working from home.
Yep.
Dude, when the weather was really nice and I was sitting indoors, I was like, I'm just going to take my iPad and go outside. No.
So many times.
So
I've
where were
tried
you,
that.
Paper, like a couple of months ago
Exactly.
when I needed to sit outside?
Apparently at the exact same place you've always been.
Yeah,
So
but not on my iPad.
No.
Because, dude, it didn't even work. Like, I even said, like, I'm going to sit in the shade.
no.
No, it doesn't fucking work.
No,
Like,
it becomes a mirror.
it
just
becomes
like you
a
said.
mirror, yeah. And
tried that
especially
so
with
many
the
times.
subtle details and the colors, you just can't see shit.
No. And I mean, by no stretch of the imagination does it make it like super perfect to sketch outside, but you
No,
can still
but-
see what you're doing.
Yeah, you can actually see your canvas. Like,
Yeah.
I could not, in the shade, see my drawing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm drawing, like, with darker colors and stuff. It was just, I saw me and a vague impression, like
A
I
very
just-
subtle-
yeah, subtle image underneath. And it's just, I can't work like that. But now I tried a couple of different drawings that I had, like done previously just to try them out. And I could see all of them. It's like in the shade, I could see all of them.
Yeah.
Like, is it like being inside in the dark? Not at all. But it is good enough to work. And like sitting in the sun, like it's fine if it's a white canvas, but you could still see the darker stuff as well.
Yeah.
Depending on how close you are, like how subtle your value range is. But
Yeah,
But-
high enough contrast. It's very
it's
easy.
fine, yeah. But I felt like if I was gonna do like a basic sketch, like pencil on white,
just
dude,
doodling.
not a problem. I could draw in the
Super easy.
sun,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
As long as you don't have the glare of the sun, hitting your iPad, then you wouldn't see in any fucking way.
Exactly.
But it is just like I love how it works. So now I can actually like my iPad isn't locked to being indoor.
No, same. That's
So-
exactly my take from this whole
Yeah.
thing as well. Like, finally, we can bring it outside.
Mhm.
Because normally I always have a normal sketch pad
Yeah.
and my iPad with me
Mhm.
just because of
Just,
that reason.
Same here.
But
Same.
now, no more notepad.
Mhm.
You can check my bag if you want.
Yeah, I actually only have the iPad. No, I did pack my
I
sketchbook
actually
because
left my
I had
iPad
it.
at home too.
No, but I wanted to draw. I wanted to try to do like a link sketch on the iPad.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
found a brush that I could tweak a little and get like a similar effect.
Great minds, huh? Awesome.
But it is like I don't know. Like I'm really enjoying the Paper-like a lot
Yeah, me too.
more than I thought I would.
And I've really tried putting it to the test in
Mhm.
terms of wearing it down,
Yeah.
because now I've had to sort of shade full images and stuff and really work with it, and I haven't seen any deterioration on
On
the skin
on the cover.
at all. So, yeah, so far, like
And
2 thumbs up still. The only big negative, and that's carrying on from last week's,
Okay.
is the bubbles.
You didn't manage to.
My bubbles.
Yes.
Anybody get that reference? Good. So when I got the bubbles initially, I hated them. Then I turned the screen on. They were gone. Fine.
Mhm.
But now that I, like I said, have had to like put more definition in or render images, when I do like a large, let's say a large piece of shading, and I have to go like very smooth shading across a big area,
Mhm.
if the bubble is there,
No, but you had a big bubble.
Yeah.
Mine are tiny.
my bubble sort of is left unfilled. Like it just
yeah.
it
so the color doesn't go
exactly
there,
the
like the
pen
pressure,
doesn't go through that bubble,
Mhm.
so it's left painted.
unrendered.
Yeah, and that was very frustrating.
Yeah, that sucks. You might need to give it a second try. Like
Yeah,
put the other skin on.
because now I really like. I even tried going over the bubble like forcefully to
actually
see if
forcefully,
like
yeah.
I could get it sort of through, and yeah, I
it's gonna
kind of
become tedious. Yeah,
yeah.
It's not gonna be a good workaround.
So with that said, again, try to get as little shit onto your screen as possible
do
when
it
you
in
put
the bathroom. That's what I read somewhere
the new
that
super
someone,
technique.
yeah, like someone had like the shower going and they were in the bathroom and that went super smooth. I don't know, like you probably shouldn't have hot water pouring because then it's gonna sort of like
Yeah, so
make your.
like
I don't
how
know.
would you go about doing this?
But I think that the bathroom in general, like if you have a small bathroom, there's not going to be, like
'Cause-
I have no idea. Like I don't know how you limit the dust, but I think a room like the bathroom, like wouldn't have as much dust in the air, especially because you can close the door.
Mm.
You can probably, if the room is damp, all is going to go down to the ground until it starts filling up again.
Yeah.
Like maybe there is a good way of doing it. Like we sucked, apparently, both of us.
Yeah.
Because everyone else that I've checked that isn't, like affiliated to Paper-like, they seem to manage. So Dum Dum 1 and Dum Dum 2 here
Yep.
did not manage. I have a dust thing with a bubble, but it hasn't, like, the best thing about fucking the cover is you scratch something, you do anything, as soon as you light up your screen,
It's gone.
it's all gone.
It's all
Like,
gone.
you don't see anything.
No.
So it never takes away from the experience.
No.
So I think that is like an achievement in itself
Yeah.
with the Paper-like.
Definitely.
But yeah.
And
we
I mean,
need to
again, the bubble incident. It's only like it's on me. It's
No,
not
but
like
dude, it's the same with me. I sat in the kitchen
so.
and, wife was running back and forth.
Yeah.
I just like thought I was good enough. I was like, I checked everything. And then as soon as I closed it, I was like, no! Of
course.
And it's just one.
Yeah.
It's just one dust speckle thingy majiggy. That's just right there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was me. And also messaging you at the same time.
Yeah. Exactly. That was us.
Yes, that was us.
That was us.
But yeah,
But apart from that, like, still loving it.
yeah, still loving it. It hasn't like the edges haven't really.
No, even
like,
like
teared or
I
anything.
I have a bubble right next to one of the edges.
Yeah.
And that's still there. Like, it's unscathed.
Okay, it hasn't.
It hasn't
Yeah.
anything. Nothing has happened to
But do you
that
have
edge.
do you have a cover that closes on top of yours?
Yeah.
Because I think that'll protect it a bit more as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think.
I wanted that.
Yeah, but same.
'Cause-
But I think if you don't have that, it's going to wear and tear, especially if you
Oh,
drop
yeah.
it in your bag. Like, nothing that I throw in my bag regularly, up and down, like in and out. Like, it's going to wear and tear.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's dead eventually. Yes.
over time it's gonna like even my Copic markers, that sticker that's on them,
Yeah, they're
like,
gone.
they're gone.
Mm.
Like everything is gone, even the print is gone,
Yeah,
like that,
even the bag is gone.
yeah. I don't even have a bag yet. No, but
yeah.
2 weeks in, still loving the Paper-like. I'm having a hard time seeing myself, just because of the light reflection thing,
Mm.
seeing myself working without it now.
Yeah, same
Because
here.
now I can fucking be outside and draw with fucking.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to this now that going
Yeah.
back will be like getting a brand new,
Yeah, and I've been
iPad.
paying attention to the sound as well.
right?
And it's so nice.
It's
like
so
I usually have something
satisfying.
I
Yeah, me
usually
too,
listen
me
to
too.
something, but it's just nice sometimes when you're just like, and it's like.
Yeah.
get
I can
that
even notice
scratching.
on the train when I'm sketching
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the iPad, people are turning their heads a little bit more.
Because now you're drawing.
Because it's a recognizable sound.
Mhm.
Like, not being annoyed, but just like
Yeah, no, but
interested.
it's-
Yeah. So, like, yeah, again, all good
Mhm.
things. The
Yeah.
only negative thing is that I didn't find it earlier.
Yes.
That's my biggest negative.
But the thing is, I did find it earlier. I just never thought I needed it.
Mm.
And now I hate them because I'm probably going to
Yeah.
need it. Yeah.
Now-
when you. Limiting.
Yeah, there you go.
I said I
just-
didn't need it because I
yeah.
never tried it.
We just
Yeah.
found a new limit. I guess.
No, but it is actually, honestly, really good.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to, like, just because of the anti-glare, because, like, I never cared about it being slippery, but the anti-glare thing,
Mm.
I think that, for me,
That
is
was
maybe
the
the
seller.
biggest
Yeah.
selling point
Mm.
for me personally.
Yeah,
that
it
has,
was so
like, a-
unexpected. Like,
Dude,
just
yes.
as soon as you said it, it was
Yeah,
like,
it was just
dude,
like, yes.
that might actually work. Like,
Yeah.
but I had not given it a single thought prior to you saying it. Like, it was
Yeah, but I
so-
tried not, like, when we were going to try it, I tried not Googling it the first thing I did.
Yep.
Because I just wanted to see what my honest opinions were going to be using it.
Yeah.
Because, like, as soon as people start pointing things out,
Yeah, you're gonna
you're
sort
going to
of
take
factor
their
that
word.
in.
Yeah. And I
yeah.
don't want that. I wanted to just try it. And that's why we came in here empty-headed, like we always do.
Exactly.
Empty-headed.
It's Monday.
Monday. So super happy with the Paper-like.
Yeah.
Honest to God, like, if you believe in God.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah. If there is a
Terrible
God,
phrase.
I'm sure he's just like
He's-
Paper-like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he enjoys paper.
Or
No,
that.
but,
yes.
but yeah, the experience so far has been really good.
Yes. 2 thumbs up from Rob.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you want to check it out, You can go to paperlike.com/the Sketchbook Heroes. Not the Sketchbook
Not
Heroes, just Sketchbook
Yeah,
Heroes.
just yes, exactly. But-
paperlike.com/Sketchbook Heroes.
yes.
So, if you ever suffered using your slippity-slippity iPad or just hate the glare, fucking go there.
Paperlike.
Yeah.
Go Paperlike.
Yep.
Yep.
Moving on. Things are said.
Yes. So, retro?
Retro. Welcome. It's when Robert
Is talking and Ilias
is listening.
Yes.
And then talking.
and then listening. So, yeah.
Yes, no more JoJo. JoJo's over.
Yeah, no more JoJo.
No more JoJo.
Fuck JoJo. Seriously.
Yeah, the only yo-yo you'll ever see here is an actual JoJo.
I actually miss the old yo-yo days.
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever a big yo-yo
Yep.
dude? Because I don't remember if we trained the yo-yos together
I don't think
or
we
not.
did together, but I did train the yo-yo.
I had.
Sucked all the dicks.
I was really good at one
You were?
point.
I could
Yeah.
do some of the tricks, but there were some super like hard ones that I couldn't do.
Yeah, I couldn't do all of them,
No.
but I had like I still remember almost the weight and feel of that. Like I had a Coke yo-yo.
Yeah, I had that one as well, like Pepsi one even, and the red Coca-Cola.
Yeah, the
one,
red one was the one that I had.
I like that one, but I had a Pepsi one, and I think I even had like there was this professional yo-yo guy that came to like
school.
the one that came to school, but also the one that performed outside of Ica.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
It was.
Duck,
I
yeah.
had
Yeah.
exactly, and I had a blue yo-yo from him, like it was some.
Oh, you
type of
bought?
shit.
Did you bought stuff from him?
Yeah,
Oh,
like they
okay.
had this thing.
Because
but
I remember
in-
they had like a show or something.
Yeah, exactly. And he like I think the last trick he did was like he threw it up in the air and then just landed in his pocket.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh shit,
I think he even had
memories.
a blue shirt on.
probably.
What a
Maybe.
dork.
Yeah, fucking
Now he did cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with that said, let's not talk about it.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
No more yo-yo.
Bizarre yo-yoing.
No, they are end. They are ended.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
fuck.
They are ended.
Ah! God damn
Ha!
it.
Slap out of it.
Fucking brain. Oh my god. Yes.
Bring it to the limit.
The limit is
Reached.
way.
No, Robert,
Way
there are
reached.
no limits. Let your brain run.
Oh my god.
Run, brain, run.
So, last week, you had seen a new movie that had just come out on the Netflix.
The old.
The Old Republic, I was going to say. No,
Yeah,
The Old
God.
Guard. The Old Guard.
Yeah. Oh shit! Big spoilers, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just rip this one a new one.
So I gave myself homework. I had to go and watch it. I did the same day I came home. So last Monday,
Mhm.
just watched it straight off the bat. And I loved it. I really, 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 really enjoyed this movie.
That's why you undersell stuff to Robert, and then
Yes.
he loves.
Exactly. Because whenever I love something, everybody else hates it.
Mm.
So you're probably going to hate this movie. But no, it was such a unique and fun experience, even if it feels like something you've seen a billion times.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very strange movie in that way.
Yeah. So you want to do your notes first?
Well, the notes are kind of like
The worst notes you've ever written?
bullet points for us. I
Okay,
think.
cool.
So it's only for me to remember some stuff, and some of the stuff that I've written down I actually don't remember anymore either.
Okay, cool.
So it's
But just a disclaimer again.
yes
Spoilers
for
ahead. So
Yes.
just skip a couple of minutes if you haven't seen it.
definitely. If you haven't seen The Old Guard on Netflix,
Mhm.
the Charlize Theron movie, maybe pause here and then watch it. Come back.
Yeah. You're
But-
welcome, Netflix.
There you go. So with that said, like we've never ever done a spoiler thing as well as we did right now
You
because we
never-
haven't spoiled anything,
Yeah,
and
don't-
we
don't-
have
don't
given
get-
you all
yeah,
the disclaimers,
exactly.
and I am very proud of us. We did something right today.
Yeah, fuck.
Yes.
This has never happened yet. I even spoiled like that cartoon show, the Over the Garden Wall.
Yeah.
I just
Of
gave
course.
it away. Like, and I didn't even know I did it. I was like, yeah, I think they're doing this. And he was like, that's like the surprise plot. You're like,
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice.
Cool.
But that's so you don't have to go and watch them.
Exactly.
So if you
Just
don't
take my
want to watch this movie, you just listen.
Just listen to this.
Yeah. All right. So
Alright.
so the notes. I mean, the only thing I get from my notes is really that it's an honest movie. And what I mean by that is serious, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like a very like it's honest in the way stuff is portrayed,
Okay. Yeah.
even if it is so extremely over the top. Like the love that the two guys feel for each other is very honest, and like it feels like a real relationship. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't feel like a cartoon movie. Or
It doesn't feel like a Hollywood thing. You mean? Like
exactly.
It doesn't feel
Like when it's drama, it's like real drama, and you feel it. When it's action, it's good action, but it's still grounded in some form of reality, apart from the supernatural stuff, I guess.
But you mean like it's believable? Like
Yeah, that's a way better way to phrase it. It's a believable type of movie, and I kind of love it. And then it was the airplane fight that, like, I don't remember at all. And then there's a comment, yay women, because it is a yay women type of movie, for sure.
Without it being a yay for women thingy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
not
it's not
in
in
your face.
But it's like
But it
there.
is-
Yeah, it is. The women.
And this is
It's women in the lead here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a great trend that I see throughout a lot of movies coming out now, and especially that whole erasing the let's focus on this
Yeah.
because this is progressive.
Yeah.
like,
That
it's-
is the worst. It doesn't matter what
No.
it's about. As soon as you just like, this is a progressive movie and it's all going to be about being progressive, then it sucks. Like,
Yeah,
it just
then-
takes away from the movie that
Then
you're trying
I
to
walk
make.
away.
Yeah, same
pretty
here.
much.
And I'm for all the things you're trying to do. I just don't need them, like thrown in my face
No.
like that. Obviously,
Exactly.
like you still want to be like, you still want the illusion of a movie reality thing. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is.
Go on.
It is weird. So this is where we start going into spoiler territory. We have already
Yay.
spoiled it, but so this comment is the one that I really. This is what made me love this movie so much. So the comment is fucking horrifying backside of immortality.
I think that is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, same.
Like that
same.
that type of that storyline is where I'm interested.
And this is again where I go back to the whole the like that it's honest or that it's sort of serious or real.
I think
believable.
that scene is believable and
Because-
relatable. Like if that would happen.
It's because it's not believable in any stretch of the imagination because they are immortal. Like,
Yeah.
these are Highlander people, pretty
Yeah,
much.
basically.
That-
Oh yeah, but you
I
don't get
drew
any
that
power.
parallel
Yeah.
straight away. Like when the initial awakening sort of happened.
Yeah.
When it's revealed that these group of awesome people are now walking immortal warriors,
Yeah.
that immediately I just went Highlander.
Yeah.
Like this is a reboot of Highlander.
Yeah.
You
but
know what I
without
mean?
the chopping of the heads and
No.
the thing. Yeah.
But also because they can be quote unquote killed.
Oh
Or,
yeah,
you know,
they can. There's a limit
for
somehow.
for
but they don't
some
know
reason.
What.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't know when it expires.
No.
But yeah.
So if you haven't seen the movie at all, it's just pretty much about this group of badass warriors
Yeah.
that turn out to be immortal, like we just said.
Yeah.
And there's a new awakening, like a quickening from the Highlander universe.
Mm-hmm.
These people share a dream with another immortal person.
Yeah. While
that
they're
sort
sleeping
of,
and.
I guess she just gets her powers then, or something. Or like what?
No, she gets slashed, like killed.
No, but I mean the powers in general. Why do they all have the same dream now, and why do they know of her? Is it because
It's a shared thing. Like
because
there
was she
no,
immortal before that happened, or was that
no,
when it happened?
It just happens
It
every now
kicked
and then.
in.
And when it happens,
They all
they all have it, so they can find each other.
okay.
So that's what they say, at least. Like every time someone gets initiated or like somehow gets this immortality thing, they all share it. And the closer they get to each other, the less the dreams about each other.
Happen. Oh yeah, that's right. So it's like the opposite way.
Yeah. So yeah, as soon as they meet up, they balance out, and that's why they keep dreaming of this lady, the other lady. Yeah. Man, that would have been because what I was missing in this movie for me personally is a bad guy. Like, why are they all goody two shoes? You know,
Yeah,
like, they do
because
turn.
this bad guy wasn't really
He
the
wasn't
bad guy.
the bad
it was
guy.
just
Yeah.
a bad guy.
No, he
kind of.
just exactly.
It was just like almost a placeholder bad guy.
Oh man, he just like I didn't like him. Like he wasn't like he felt fake.
Because you kind of had to.
Yeah,
guess.
of course, with the backstabbing.
Yeah. The stabbing in the back.
But when I went into this movie, I just saw Charlie's, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I just saw that axe thing.
Exactly. I had no idea what this movie was about.
No.
I didn't see any trailers. I didn't see the what I call the Netflix spoilers.
Yeah. I saw the Netflix
Oh man, I've
spoilers.
seen so many Netflix spoilers. Like I'm watching Kipo, and they just showed me all the things. Like I know it was going there, just didn't need it to be shown.
Yeah. No, same with the Money Heist,
Yeah.
the Spanish show. It's like one of my favorite characters.
Money Heist, is that Papa
The
the
Casa de Papel, yes.
shit, it's
So
called Money
now
Heist.
the thumbnail of that show is a
a
spoiler.
reveal.
It's like my favorite character is like dead right there, and I'm like, but I'm on season 2,
Why?
and she's not dead yet. Like
Yeah.
that's
is
such a
dumb.
major fuck up from
That is
Netflix.
such
Like
a
why?
dumb. Why do you need to show anything? Why can't it
Exactly.
just be, like money and some
Because
shit?
I normally do stay away from those
Yeah,
spoiler
same
shots.
Same here.
But then when it's the fucking thumbnail, you have
Of
to
the
click
show,
it.
yeah.
So
Dumb.
fuck you, Netflix. But
Yeah,
thank you for giving me
they've
money.
started spoiling a lot on Netflix though. I
Really?
don't know why the fuck. Yeah, every fucking show with their fucking preview that just automatically shows you
Yeah.
half of the show
Yeah.
when you haven't like even gotten to that season, and you're like, but okay, never mind. I don't have to watch this now.
No. So,
So yeah, fuck with the videos, Netflix.
so if you haven't seen this
Mhm.
movie, well, now you can watch the preview spoiler thing, and if you
Yeah.
like that, then you'll probably like the movie.
But yeah, I would
Yeah.
say since we've already spoiled it, but
yeah, if you want to recommend it to somebody else that
try to
hasn't
tell them
seen anything,
not to see anything
yeah,
about
the
it.
less you know,
Yeah.
the better this movie
Because that was
becomes.
my initial reaction with the first scene,
Mm.
like the double crossing there. Like I was like, oh shit, they're all dead. So I thought it was going to be like she survives, and then it's revenge time,
Yeah.
and then they all fucking rise. I was like,
Whoa.
yes, because it was so unexpected. Because I knew nothing. That's what I love about movies nowadays. So I've stopped watching a lot of trailers and stuff
Mm.
that I personally love to do. Like, I'll do it if I know the movie's coming out in a year,
Yeah.
because then I won't remember, and I won't
Exactly. You
I won't
still
see the
want a
trailer, yeah.
teaser.
exactly.
So
I won't see the.
definitely stay away from the new Wonder Woman.
I haven't seen
uh,
shit. I didn't even know there was
no.
a second Wonder Woman.
Like I was a little bit hyped for it's 1984.
Oh
is
shit, that
the-
one. Yeah, I've seen the first thing they
because
released.
it feels like they wanted, like from what you saw from like the poster and stuff, it felt like they were going more towards Thor Ragnarok
that's
type of
my
cool
impression that I got as
thing.
well.
But then after seeing the trailer, it's just another Wonder Woman movie. Pretty much. Like I'm sure it's gonna be good. It's probably better than the rest of the DC movies together.
Yeah, but so was the first one as well.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
and then
good.
going back and watching the first one now, it's horrible.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like it's just better. It's not good.
No.
It's just better.
So I'm hoping the second one is better,
Better.
but it's still
Maybe
the same.
watch. Yeah, you probably have to watch like a couple of those first ones just to like.
Yeah, just watch Justice League first,
Yeah.
and then everything you'll see after that is gonna be the best Oscar-worthy shit you have ever seen. It's like eating a bag of dicks before going to McDonald's. You're just gonna fucking love it, you know.
That is very good analogy for that.
That was
that was very good.
That was not good at all. I am
That was
super
perfect.
sorry.
That was perfect.
Don't eat a bag of dicks, please.
Yeah, exactly. Or just eat a bag of dicks and don't watch the movie.
Or
I don't
that.
know. I just
Or just,
I
you
feel
know,
like the
eat
bag
whatever
of-
you want and then watch The Old Guard because it's a fucking brutally awesome, fucking awesome movie, really. I keep saying that, but I've only seen it the one time and I really want to see it again.
But for me, like, I didn't like I like the idea of it, but I feel that it's just they never dive deeper into some of the cool things that they do mention. Because I've always thought about immortality, like being immortal and living through the centuries.
But let's talk about that. So
Okay, we're going immortality retro.
no, but like talk about what happens in the movie and stuff, just to keep talking about the movie, because
Yeah.
I feel like we've
Okay,
tiptoed around the
around.
movie, even if we just spoiled it
Yeah.
and gave it a big heavy spoiler warning. So let's actually talk about what happens in the movie.
Okay.
So yeah, right off the bat, like when I wrote down that comment
Yeah.
about the backside of immortality was with Charlize Theron's character's sort of lover or partner, or
Yeah, I don't
like
know. I
the
think they were
first-
both
like the two of them, I guess, were like the
the
first,
first two.
of
Yeah,
the
first.
crew.
Yeah, the
Like-
first immortals, basically.
Yeah.
And we don't know how old she is. She could be like 300 years old.
or
We don't know.
3,000 years
Yeah,
old.
we
Like
don't-
there's really no knowing.
Yeah.
But they went through the witch hunt, like the whole just
yeah, I think that
witch
was
hunt
where.
period.
Yeah. The,
And I don't know what like the year was actually.
I don't
It's
know
like
when they
1800s
burned-
or
yeah.
something.
but basically, they're both captured, and they tried burning them. They tried hanging them,
Just
and
killing
they
them
just
in many, as many
and they
different ways.
just don't die
Exactly. So they are like witches, of course,
Yeah.
to these.
to these peasants.
Which,
Uh,
like, just then, my stomach starts to turn
You know where it's
because
going.
it's
You
just
know where
like
it's
so
heading. Yeah.
fucking horrible
Yeah.
that they are imprisoned, and
But why do they only drown the one?
I don't know.
That's so weird for
yeah,
me.
because that would have
But
been
yeah.
like, of course, dump both of them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they do. So Ilya said what happened before we explain what happened.
Sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, so one of them that is not Charlize Theron gets locked in a steel box and just tossed in the fucking ocean.
Yep.
And like they don't have superpowers. They are just normal people that can't die.
Oh, they can die.
Well, they
and
can-
then
oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
come
yeah.
back to life.
And then they die.
Yeah, and then, so she keeps drowning for 500 years, I think. They
Yeah,
say.
or however long she was in
No,
there.
but I think they say 500 years.
'Cause they
or
don't
something.
Yeah, they don't know if she's still in there or not.
In there or
She
not,
might
yeah.
have actually popped out of there like hundreds of years ago, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
stayed
Yeah,
hidden.
but they
for all
think
we
that
know.
she's still there for
Yeah, and for all they know, she can
And
still.
they did look for her, but they just couldn't find her.
No, but just that idea of being immortal but locked in a box that is just as big as you are,
Yep. You can't move around. Like there's maybe like some give to you, but yeah.
and
you're
then
gonna
just
be
drowning and drowning and drowning.
over and over and over again, and being conscious.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So every time you wake up,
You're
you're
drowning.
just like, yeah, you
Yeah.
just like panic, drawing in water, and then you just drown again, and then you
It's
wake up and
like-
you drown again.
Fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it doesn't even have to go that extreme, but just being locked in
You're
a
just
cell.
being locked in,
because
and being immortal.
Yeah.
And then people around you die and forget about you, and
Exactly.
you're in there, and no one finds you.
because I thought that was very well portrayed, even if it was so short, like briefly touched on. With the guy who was super bummed about having lost everybody, and he's
Yeah, I that's what I was gonna get to as well.
yeah,
The other character, when he tells you about, like when he turned immortal, he tried living a normal life with his family and stuff. And when his son was dying, like as a like
old man,
a 45-year-old
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, he got cancer. or
cancer,
something.
yeah. And he was like, just make me immortal. And he's like, I can't make you immortal.
Yeah.
Like it's
'Cause
not how I
everybody
don't-
thinks that you have the power to
Yeah.
grant immortality as an immortal.
And like his family hated him for it. That
Yeah.
he didn't share immortality with them.
Exactly, and that's also such a
Such a nice thing. And I would have loved
good twist.
I would have
sort
loved
of.
more of that stuff, you
Yeah.
know, like that part instead of the mercenary thing that they were doing.
Yeah, but that's sort of I liked how that played out in the end. Like they save it with those cutouts and like the newspaper things telling, like he had that full wall of the history of what they had
that
done
guy that tricked them. Yeah.
to sort of like when you really go in and analyze what they've done, they've saved billions of people.
But not in the short term, but
No.
in the long term.
But in the long,
That's the thing.
exactly.
Like they do a
So, like,
change.
eventually, like whatever they do does have a very positive change for the world
Exactly.
in some
way.
way or time.
Yeah, but they're frustrated because just like us artists, everything they do, the world never gets better.
No, they only see the shit.
Yeah, they only see the shit that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Like, they don't think about, like, oh, we did this and that made this very good. Like, made this country free or, from oppression or something. No, they just go to the next thing, the next conflict, and they try to solve it. And then I think they said in the beginning, like, we never go back.
Yeah,
to the same place twice.
It's like because they get hired in as sort of assassins or something, and they never work for the same.
Yeah, they don't work for the
same guy or something, and that's their big mistake because that's what they do. They work for the same guy twice, and that's how they get fucked. But the thing that made it even more horrifying was the two guys that had each other, like because they're a band of 4-5 people with the new recruit, right?
Yeah, they're 4 people.
Four people with so
they used to be more, but yeah.
But so 2 of the guys are like a legit life couple, or like
they're
soulmates.
the ultimate couple. Yeah,
like they are soulmates for real, and they are like eternal soulmates. And that thought of having that person and then maybe not having that person, because I could just imagine. The other people were so sort of
on their own.
jealous of them because they had somebody and they would be able to live with them forever,
Yeah.
But in my head, like, how afraid aren't these 2 that one of them is going to go any minute and they're going to be left alone for the rest of eternity? Like, that just puts this another level of fear or like...
And I really liked that he got really upset when they like punched or kicked the other guy.
Yeah.
And this is for, kicking him or something like that. Like, I think those, I think the smaller things, I think they succeed in this movie. That's where I like it. But I always feel like it's too little. Like, I enjoyed the whole, like, the journey of the movie. That's fine. Like, I enjoyed it. But I would have loved, they touch on a lot of interesting things that they never deep dive into, and it's more of that, like, the boring mercenary story that gets the focus, like,
and it's just there, like, you don't really get to why it's there, really. But then again, I mean, the end is so open that it's definitely gonna be a sequel coming at some point, maybe even a big franchise out of it. Who knows? Like, if the second movie is just as good as the first one, hopefully better, I will love it. Like, if they can keep it going, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm happy with it just being the way it is now, too. But like you said, there's a lot of open ends here that I would like to explore
visit or explore somehow.
So that's why I'm really hoping for more sequels. Maybe not like a show, because every time you do a show,
but I agree with you on the show thing.
But a series of movies that really can tie it all together and really explain everything that we want to know. That would be fucking
But it's
brilliant.
like we talked about while eating burgers, that it would have been so cool if they just made all 3 movies or 2 movies or 4 movies in just one go.
Yeah.
And you try to
Lord
tell
of the
the
Rings
story,
style, yes.
and then you just chop it up into pieces. I would love it not to be released once a year, because then I'll lose interest like fast. But just releasing them in a smart, like way, and then having it like be like 3-part movie instead of a show. You have, like 9 hours to play around, or, like 6 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
To tell a proper story with this cast, because I feel that you can't tell an immortal's life in, like a movie.
No.
140 or whatever the fuck it is.
That's impossible.
It's impossible, like the Dark Tower movie. Like, let's tell the story of 8 books, in one 130 movie.
I would have loved to be in the meeting where they decided to go...
To be idiots.
Because it was going to be a show. That was the plan first.
Dude, they could have... Like, it would have been... That one actually would have been...
That would have been a dope-ass show.
Yeah. Like, that could have been the Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah.
And with Idris Elba as the fucking guy... Oh, man, I think that is my favorite character
Casting,
like
yeah.
casting, yeah, like character wise, like
For
he could have
Roland,
been
yeah.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nope.
to me, like Roland was never like a black guy, but this guy,
But as soon as you
Is-
saw him cast,
he
you were
was
like,
so
yes.
perfect, and I love when they do that. Like when they just like they take away, you know,
the prejudice.
the prejudice, yeah, whatever the fuck
Or
the
what you wanna
expectation is, you know, like
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
it's a white person, now we can't. No, just fucking do whatever works. And he is the perfect fucking Roland, and he's such a badass. Like, oh man. And is it Idris?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, because I always say Idris Elba, and then I switch them like somehow.
No, it's Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yeah.
So EE.
Yeah, oh man, he's awesome. But I love him in
I still haven't-
basically everything.
I still
he's-
haven't finished the Dark Tower movie.
But it's garbage. Like,
I've fallen
the
asleep.
longer you watch it, the more annoyed you get, basically.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to a part that was good yet.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
the
yeah.
thing.
Mm-mm. No, but he's so badass, and he has, you know, the voice that's like dark and baritone, and
Yes.
just like it all just fucking works. And then it's that movie.
Yeah.
like you're just sad it's that movie.
So
Like it could have been so fucking good.
yeah. So again, that's why I'm so happy we get movies like The Last Guard because or Old Guard.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why do we always say the name?
And I still need to see Code 8. Was that the one with the superpowers?
Yeah. Yeah. Similar type of
because it sounds like Sense
movie.
8 or whatever the fuck it's
Oh,
called, that
yeah.
show that I tried watching.
Yeah. Not
about
a-
people with shared superpowers that
It's the
feel
way-
each other.
It's the Wachowskis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I didn't finish that one. I saw
The
like,
first
the
season
first
was
episode.
good. The first season was good.
There's a second season?
Yeah. And then there was no
Oh, yeah,
more.
there. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm never gonna
Because there
watch
was something really good there. Like
yeah, I love the idea of
in
them
the chaos
sensing
of
each
it.
other and like having
Because it gets more and more intriguing,
Mm.
but you have to get into it. And then towards towards the end of the first season, it's good, but the second season just can't carry it.
okay. Yeah,
Or
that's-
I couldn't get back into it.
But I say with the shit, what is it called? The Titans. Like I loved the first one. It was dark and
Yeah,
everything.
Attack
But
on
then
Titan.
not Attack on Titan.
Oh, DC's Titans.
DC's Titans.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like the first season, awesome.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what happens. Like by the end though, it starts with like and then the second season, it's fucking uphill for me.
Yeah, I know I'm watching the second season, but I
No,
really
but
don't
I
remember.
started as soon as it came out,
I
and
don't
I
remember
just
shit.
yeah, same here. I watched the ending of the last one, and then going to this one, and I'm just like no,
No.
like I don't know.
It's
They just
weird
lose me.
because it's not like a really bad show,
it's not a bad show. Like,
but it's just not there. I don't know what it is.
yeah, I don't know. Like I really enjoyed the first season. Though.
Same with
like,
Gotham. Like I've really
I
tried.
haven't seen anything.
It's good, but it's not as good at other stuff, I guess. Like I can't get myself to keep watching it. I get like bored or frustrated throughout like one episode and I start procrastinating and then I don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you.
But yeah. But we're getting The Boys 2 soon.
That it
Like-
looks awesome.
Any day now, I think. I don't know.
Oh no, I thought it was in August.
Really? Is it that far ahead?
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
Sometime
But
this year.
fuck the ending though on season 1. Spoilers. We don't have to say anything,
No.
but I just flagging.
Yes. Yes.
The Boys. If you're gonna watch anything, you watch The Boys.
Yes. Speaking of really good,
Such a weird name for
superhero-
that show though.
Yeah.
But it is basically the band of people,
Yeah.
I guess. But damn, man, and Carl Urban that I didn't
Rocks
even. Dude, I didn't even fucking register that it was him because I had seen him in Thor now without the hair. And I was like, this guy looks familiar.
Shake
like,
weight.
this guy looks. And then, like, a couple of episodes in, we were talking at work about when I did, like, the voice for a voiceover thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you sound like Carl Urban. And then I watch The Boys, and I'm like, it's just fucking.
No, but when you
yes.
think of his career, he's
Yeah.
done like every cool
Every-
thing.
Yeah.
I think
Wasn't he in the Avengers with the guy with the hand? Was that Carl Urban as well?
like Carl Urban is the guy from Ragnarok. Like
yeah,
he's-
exactly. But I thought he was
um,
the like Black Panther. Who plays? No, shit,
No,
that's the
that's-
other guy.
The
Yes.
Gollum guy. What's his name?
Yeah, what the fuck's his name? Yeah. Now, yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Andy
true.
Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
But Carl
Fuck
Urban
yeah, Carl
is
Urban. Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. He is Preacher. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen
Or
Preacher.
no, Priest.
But he's not. No, Priest I haven't seen. That's a movie.
The movie
Yeah.
Priest. Yes.
No, I haven't seen it. He's in it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I
He's
had no idea.
Badass. What else is he
But I
in?
think-
Lord of the Rings.
Was he in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, he's
Who
the rider guy, like with the horse army.
Oh shit, I don't remember. Like I
And
haven't seen
the
Lord of
second
the
movie, like the Two Towers, I think he's,
Okay.
and then he's in the last one too. Like,
Shit,
but
don't
he's
remember, yeah.
he's scattered throughout like the movie universe and
Mhm.
just in all of these really epic series.
Yeah. But he always has this like side character. He's so weird in Thor Ragnarok as well. Like, he's like the
What was
the
his
biggest
name?
douche. It's
Scourge.
Scourge,
Yeah. But
such a weird
yeah.
character in that one. Like,
But
he's
he
such a
is like the
douche.
comic book character does have the two machine guns. You know when he jumps off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ship.
Dude, I was counting bullets. I was like, dude, he
Des
ran out.
and Troy.
Yeah.
Because together they destroy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, he's such a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. My stuff.
Yeah, my stuff. Yeah, I love how he also like when he puts the sword in. This is gonna be like whatever he says, and then he puts the sword in, and Thor comes through. The
Yeah.
dragon's head comes through, and the slime, the
Yeah.
blood, all the Thor is just like
Yeah.
just like yes.
If you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok,
It is
It
a
is-
rock.
it is one of my favorite movies.
Same.
It's like it's just one of those movies that keep giving,
Yeah,
and the
dude,
more you
it's-
watch it,
yeah.
the funnier it gets.
it is just
Genius. Yeah. Again, like Taika Waititi is, I think, this generation's best director almost. Like, because he can direct really good action, really good comedy,
Yeah.
really good drama. Like, and it's all with his fingerprint on it too.
dude, so much.
So- Yeah. I haven't seen a single movie that he's made that is bad yet.
And if he makes one that's bad, I'm just not gonna watch
No,
it
I'm
and
just
just
gonna Pretend to love it. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody loves titties.
But I also did what? But yes.
Yes.
But also I did watch Baki.
Oh,
I do not
yeah.
love Baki.
No?
No.
So how
like
far-
17 episodes in.
So that's
So I watched 17 episodes since last time.
that's almost the full first season then.
Yeah, because there's like 2 parts of the first season.
How far have you gotten now? Do you remember what happens?
Yeah.
Who's fighting now?
Well, the dad was watching them rub
Oh yeah.
the spoon, and
yeah.
then he was like, "You have my blessing, and you should like."
But they
you should
haven't had
fuck-
they haven't had sex
They
yet.
have not had
No,
sex,
no,
thank
yeah.
God, because it's already awkward, and they haven't even done anything.
No.
And oh man, I don't know where to start. Like this show is like, it's not JoJo, but it's fucking there. Like the over explaining, like when somebody just like closes their fist, they're like, that is the fist of the block, and then just history lesson, and you're like, no,
JoJo.
JoJo. Dude, I hear it echoing in my brain. Okay, so now after watching JoJo's bizarre bullshit, it's just I'm so sensitive to it, like anime procrastination,
Yeah.
that I can't watch anything. Like, and Baki is no different. They
No.
explain the fuck out of everything. Every time you think something is gonna happen,
No, it's gonna be a JoJo episode.
it's gonna be a JoJo
Yeah.
happening right there. Yeah,
for
it's-
sure.
Damn, man. Like, they keep explaining all the time. And it's all about trumping each other's special battle skill.
But do you know what I
things.
mean now when I say like they die and then they just keep
Yep.
getting killed, but then
Yep.
getting back up and
Back
killed
up and killing, yeah.
and it's just,
Stabbed, and they're like, ha, ha, ha.
and then they flip it and then the other guy gets killed 50 times and
Yeah.
then comes like
All
at this
the
point you
time.
must have seen when the guy gets blown up in the face as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he's just like, there's like, the cheeks are blown out, and he just like uses that to his advantage when he's trying to shoot him in the mouth.
Yeah.
He just turned his face, and the bullet went through his cheek, and then he did this thing.
Just in case we missed it.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And then he gets the guy into the prison hospital or like whatever, and then he lifts up the limo, and they fight again, and the shooting, and the dinner, and the grenades, and you're like, what? And this weird bearded motherfucker, whatever his name was, yeah, exactly, that guy. And when they punch him in the stomach, and he just vomits out like a grenade and a fucking bottle. He just like
Yeah.
he's like a dumpster of shit. Like every time you hit him, like something new flies out.
Oh yeah, and he's not finished yet. Heads up.
I don't remember what happened to him. Like the last thing that happened, he was fighting the karate guy that he hypnotized.
Oh yeah.
But the karate guy somehow fought hypnotized. I don't even care if I spoil it at this point because it makes no sense. Like you explained a lot of shit to me. I watched. I was like, none of what he said I've seen, but it's happening. You know what I mean? Like it didn't make sense.
But that's in the next
next arc,
season. Yeah, arc.
The next season actually has a name.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like right now I'm watching season 1, part 1, you know, and then season 1, part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's episode 16 to 17, 18. Yeah, it keeps going. And then there's one with a name
Oh okay.
that I haven't even touched.
So the one with the name I think is the latest one.
Yeah, probably.
Which is this? It's a whole tournament.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Okay.
So I'm.
But it's
assuming
such a hard show to watch
and
as
I,
well.
I definitely understand that, and that's how now, like thinking back, I can understand people recommending go
Go.
JoJo.
Wake me up before you JoJo.
Yeah. But yeah, because I've had I don't remember who it was now, but one somebody from our Discord wrote me and said like, just keep,
shit, that was Filippo.
yeah, keep pushing, like just finish it because it's gonna get better.
Really good at episode 37.
Exactly,
On episode.
and you're like,
sorry, Filippo.
oh,
Ah,
yeah.
JoJo. That's every
yeah.
time someone
Yeah.
explains. I just want to scream JoJo.
Yeah, which is now a thing, right?
Yeah.
So everybody who's listened to the last few episodes, now you know it's a JoJo.
It's a JoJo. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've gotten feedback that we do a lot of, or like almost too much of internal joking now. Like,
oh
so
shit.
people from the outside universe might not really understand what the fuck we're talking
Cool.
about anymore. So
Yes.
maybe, yeah, let's keep that in the back of our heads for future episodes.
Cool.
But
Point taken.
not really. We're going to keep talking the way we do
Yeah,
anyways.
we are.
But
My
yeah.
wife has said that as well. She's like, it's listening to UFOs when you talk. Like, if you're not, like, if you don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck, like, if you don't know you guys, like, you
Yeah.
have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
And that's the type of feedback that's really good for us to hear because we don't think about that stuff. We come here, we sit down, we talk. And the way we've been doing this lately, it's just sort of we keep talking. It feels like we're just sort of pausing the same conversation and then keep going. So in the back of my head, everybody that's listening have been listening
Yeah,
the previous
same,
and previous.
Yeah,
So like
same.
I don't think about that. Oh shit, maybe this is somebody's
Their
first
yeah.
episode. So
Well, you're gonna be disappointed. And with that said, no.
yeah.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures on Netflix, sponsored by no one. Aw.
No. I'm sure you like it,
Yeah.
maybe. If you don't like it, then maybe you'll like Baki. Because I do. I like, for some crazy reason,
I don't know why
I do
you
like
it. Yeah,
Baki.
fuck.
And I've seen it twice. Like, I've seen the whole thing twice.
And that's what I wanted to get to. Like, there are shows that don't do that bullshit, that don't over-explain shit, that don't have recaps of the previous episode. Baki was in a blah, blah, blah. Or it's usually JoJo, but...
Yeah.
Just this, like, 5 minutes of the previous episode plus the over-explaining of things. And now he puts down his first finger, second finger, blah, blah, blah. Like, there are shows that don't do this, like Samurai Champloo that we've mentioned a billion times.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Not fair because they're the same
Director,
company.
Yeah. It's actually the same director, yeah.
Yeah.
But we mentioned more shows that didn't do it, but I don't remember any of those. You said another one that was like, oh, yeah, and I don't
That was Cowboy Bebop.
I thought you said like another one, but fuck it. Yeah. I gotta stop saying but, fuck it. Those two words are just not great. The one after each other, but fuck it. If that's your first time listening, you're welcome. No, but it's just that, like, why not just keep going with the story?
Exactly.
Like we should all be aware that people binge nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need a recap on every episode.
Hell no. I don't want a
I don't
recap.
want recap. Yeah. It's like, Up to this point, like, oh,
But that's why I like in. I think Netflix does it. Like skip recap.
oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, just that. Deep.
But I think also like one of the shows, like Supernatural, did it well. They had a recap.
Like every 10
every-
episodes.
No, but
or
every
some shit.
season or
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
season, like
season start.
yeah, the
like
road
big-
so far. It's
the
perfect.
first episode of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the road so far, and it's just a recap. It sounds
with good
like
music.
yeah, with good music until you buy the DVD and all the music is gone.
Yeah. No right.
The fuck though, that must have been the shittiest deal ever.
It was
Like
so
the
bad.
show is nothing without the music.
No, and you're so used to it too because you've
Yeah.
watched it a billion times on your computer or wherever.
Yeah,
And then you buy the DVDs and you're super psyched to watch it again, and you're like,
and then
"No."
like elevator music.
Yeah. Or when you watch Deadpool 2 and it's the director's cut and it's not the Aha song
Oh shit.
when he finally gets to meet her, it's some other song, and it's just like you're expecting to sit there and cry, and all of a sudden it's a different song, and you're like, but
I
Aha,
did not know this.
where is Aha?
For
I need-
real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why, director? Why you cut?
He wanted some other song, and it's a good song too. And I don't
Is
remember it
but
now.
it's not the same.
No. Like Take on Me, the acoustic version, kills me. Like I can't hear
Same.
that song. It's so
And Air
fucking good.
Supply, all the songs in that fucking
It's
soundtrack.
amazing.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
But director's cut, like the John Wick guy, I guess wasn't so good with music. So now we know. Actually, it's just there's not like I wouldn't say John Wick has a very good soundtrack.
I haven't watched.
I have one song
I've
from
seen the first one.
the second one. I have one
I
song from that
wish
album.
I liked it because it's the type of movie that I would have.
You should like it because it's made by people like you.
I
or
know.
us.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves,
Keanu Reeves.
and I love Keanu Reeves. It's just that it doesn't work. Like I don't believe it. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Like
I-
it's the Matrix for me all over again.
I
like,
buy it.
I don't believe it.
I totally buy it.
He's
Like,
better in this one though.
Yeah, he is. You can really tell that he's put down the
No,
time.
he has put down the time. It's
and,
just there's something about his movement. When I see the real people do it, it's different. Like it's
But it's like I've seen him do it with the real guns on the range and stuff,
Yeah.
and it looks.
So maybe it's how they
it
film
looks
it
good.
then, yeah. Because when I watch like The Raid,
Mhm,
they're
yeah,
doing
well, yeah.
basically what John Wick is trying to
That's
do.
exactly right. Yeah.
Because,
But
dude, when he just fights and then just like mid fighting them like on the ground or wherever the fuck, he just shoots them in the head as well, and it's just so seamless.
Mhm.
That is not in John
Now
Wick.
that is a good tip. I know we've recommended that before
Yeah.
many times.
But if you like over the top action, brutal action,
There is no comparison.
no.
Like the Raid is the winner, the top contender, the only contender.
In this genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's incredible. It's right up there with like Ong Bak.
Oh, dude, I
On-
think they are all, yeah. Ong Bak, Tom Yum Go, and
The
The
Raid,
Raid.
yeah.
Those three.
And the Raid 2, if you haven't seen that.
I've seen The Raid too.
Yeah, I mean it's still on the same
Don't
level.
remember The Raid
Story
2 at all,
isn't,
though.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
less.
it's the same movie.
Yeah, it's the same movie.
But yeah, so
Shit, I don't
like
remember the second
genuinely brutal and yeah, perfect.
It is perfect.
It's a
like
perfect
if you
action
like
movie.
that over the top,
It's a movie that gets you
violence, yeah.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Like you just sit there and watch it, but you're so tense because
Mm-hmm.
you just feel everything they do. And it's probably because they kind of punch the fucking shit out of each other for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean, and I'm used to seeing martial arts like that.
Mm.
And when I see, any famous actor, it doesn't work.
No.
That's why I guess I appreciate shaky cam now. Because then I don't have to
if
be
they
annoyed.
if they do it well.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But I really liked it in, I think we've said this before again, but like for the new people, Casino Royale.
Yeah. No, but that's also
Like,
a perfect
it's
movie.
such a good movie. Like, and the way that they haven't tried to make James Bond into a martial artist.
Exactly.
He's like, he knows how to sort of get the weapon from people and stuff, but he's a brawler. Like
Yeah.
he's not this like
No,
he's
he's
just
not
brutal.
a well polished Jet Li dude.
no, and I'm so happy they didn't try to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas Matt Damon does it well, although shaky cam still.
And
But
that's
that
the
was
thing.
I guess where shaky cam came to play a lot.
And Shaky Cam fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah. shaky cam really became like, oh, they can't do shit, but we'll just shake it around. And then every movie after The Bourne Identity became shaky cam and rubbish.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even, like, it's so hard to watch.
But it must be so frustrating. Just imagine you are Matt Damon. And you
Yeah.
put down all of those hours training to make it
yeah.
look legit.
Mm.
And he's gotten so much props from the stunt guys and everybody. Like, he did so fucking well.
Was it that bad in that one?
No, it's
I
just
thought it
because you
was-
can't see what it's
you
doing.
can't see what he's doing, yeah.
Because they cut it up. Every time he's doing a really cool move, they have
Yeah,
like
they just-
5 cuts in
Yeah.
just one angle. Like, it
Yeah,
just
I know,
doesn't
I
make
know.
any sense. And they're switching angles and stuff that doesn't make sense either.
I need to rewatch it to see if because I
you're
thought I
you're
enjoyed
gonna
the
feel
first
car
one.
sick when you watch it now because
Okay, because I have a bigger TV.
yeah, that too. But also because now you're gonna be focusing on the fight.
Fighting, yeah. But I always focus on the fighting. Like, I'm all because I saw it several times when it came.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first one.
But the first one is still good.
Yeah.
The second one is where the shaky cam came in,
Came.
and the third one is like when they tone it down a bit.
But is that with Hawkeye? The third one? Or is
No,
that
that's the fourth one.
Okay, I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen the third one.
I don't remember the fourth one that
The
much.
fourth
They were
one,
in the
he lives in
cabin.
a
and-
cabin, and they all have this poison inside them and need to take the shots or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and that poison is like what made James born.
Yeah, I don't
Or Jason
remember.
Bourne,
Yeah. I
um,
don't remember
James.
how it ended.
Yeah.
Don't care.
It-
It wasn't that. Like, it was okay.
they didn't need to make that
I
movie.
didn't need to
No.
make any of the other movies.
No. But yeah, shaky cam fucked it up
Shaky
for
cam,
everybody.
yeah.
So screw that fucking thing. Watch The Raid. Watch The Old Guard.
And the
And-
Chun-Li movie with the girl from Smallville.
Maybe not that one. Only watch that one
I haven't.
to see Tim Munn.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing I've seen from that movie is that scene.
Yeah. So
I was like, lucky guy.
yeah. No,
No, it's
not a
rubbish.
good movie at all.
Yeah,
No.
but I haven't seen it. A movie that didn't need happening.
I'm not gonna jump into the game that I'm playing then
Then let's not. And
because
let's not.
that's gonna be
Another hour.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So I'm gonna save it.
Cool.
Until
And then
hopefully,
you've
I think
played it a
I've
bit
actually
more, and
finished it by then.
holy dicks.
I'm pretty sure I'm almost 50%.
That short?
Dude, I've been playing so long.
Oh shit! Really?
Like, oh yeah, we're talking probably 30 hours in.
Oh shit!
Like, I don't stop playing.
Okay.
It's so good.
Cool.
So good. I love it so much.
Does it get repetitive? Oh, let's not talk about it.
Not-
Actually,
not
because
yet.
we haven't said anything about the game.
Like, yeah.
Cool.
Cool. But yeah.
Yeah,
fuck it.
thank you
Fuck
for
it.
joining in. This episode was sponsored by the awesome people at Paperlike. And if you want to support the podcast, we highly recommend it. And check out paperlike.com/sketchbookheroes.
Yeah, go in there, get yourself something like paper, and stick it on your pad to make it more paper-like.
Exactly.
And that's how you sell it.
Anti-glare and awesome sound.
Yes, buy it for the sounds, if anything.
Yeah.
And the
actually-
smells. It smells just like paper, just like plastic.
And with that said, people,
Thank you, and
you,
fuck you! Apa skadoo?
skadoosh. We're gonna throw darts.
They